Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. Croatian President Kolinda Grabar-Kitarović kicked off her 10-day visit to South America in Argentina today. She is scheduled to meet with her host, Mauricio Macri, tomorrow. The president met with representatives from the large Croatian community in the Argentinian capital today. She will also visit Rosario and Tucumán, where she will open a Croatian consulate. Her trip includes stops in Chile and Brazil.
This means a lot for us and our community here. It is very important to stay in touch with our homeland, especially when we receive such important guests as our president.
Following Prime Minister Andrej Plenković's announcement that government will forward the Istanbul Convention to Parliament for ratification in 1 to 2 weeks' time, the issue is scheduled to be discussed by the HDZ's party presidency and National Council tomorrow. However, one of the junior members of the HDZ-led coalition government, HRT, opposes its ratification. HRT MP Hrvoje Zekanović sent an open letter on the issue to HDZ MP Davor Ivo Stier, who is part of the president's delegation visiting South America.
The announcement that the HDZ will support the ratification of the Istanbul Convention is deeply at odds with the Christian democratic foundations of that party, and I believe that it is extremely important that you invest your maximum effort to ensure that does not happen. In comparison with the importance of this political moment, your stay in Argentina is inconsequential. I therefore implore you to take this call to action seriously and participate in the meeting of the HDZ party presidency so that you can defend the values that we share.
After his harsh criticism of the SDP's current leadership at yesterday's party convention, senior SDP official Mirando Mrsić continued in the same vein today on Croatian television's political talk show Sunday at 2. He announced his candidacy for party chairman at the next intra-party elections, saying that the current chairman, Davor Bernardić, was unable of raising the party's rating above 20%. He also addressed possible coalition partners for the SDP, saying that his party should run alone at the next elections.
Most has already entered into 2 coalition deals with the HDZ, and I don't see why they wouldn't do so a third time. So I don't think there is a future for the idea of a coalition between the SDP and Most. Živi Zid won't go into coalition with anyone, that's their policy, but I am counting on other parties from the left. Clearly some things are changing in the Peasant Party, and I'm not so sure that the HSS would be a very reliable partner. Perhaps at some point in the future they will be.
In the past 10 days, police have stopped a number of migrants being aided by human traffickers from illegally crossing the border in a bid to reach Western EU countries. The most recent case was on Friday, when police arrested 2 Romanian nationals trying to transport 24 migrants through Croatia. The police say that these recent cases are proof that migrants seeking international protection do not want to stay in Croatia, but want to settle in Western Europe. On a happier note, the Vukovar-based Dove Association, which cares for people with learning disabilities, received a donation of 14 computer tablets today from the Association of Children of those killed or still missing from the Homeland War. The donation was made through the Vukovar Grammar School.
I was very touched by the expression on their faces when they heard about the nature of the donation.
More than 460 brave runners braved harsh weather conditions to compete in the 4th Brijuni Marathon today. Event organizers prepared 2 courses, both of which passed through some of the nicest parts of the national park, from its hidden coves and safari park to its many archaeological sites.
The most interest was shown for shorter recreational races, and we primarily have recreational runners here, so we switched to a 10-kilometer race and a half marathon. This year we have 465 registered runners.
Taking a quick look at sports, in tennis, Croatia's Borna Ćorić is through to the 3rd round of play at Indian Wells after beating Albert Ramos Vinolas of Spain 6-love, 6-3. He plays another Spaniard, Roberto Bautista Agut, for a place in the 4th round. In the 25th round of play in the domestic football league, Rijeka beat Inter 3-0 today, while Osijek and Cibalia played to a 1-1 draw. Dinamo continues to lead in the standings with 56 points, followed by Hajduk and Rijeka with 50 and 47 points respectively. And now the forecast for tomorrow. Variable cloud cover with some sunny patches. Most of the country will see intermittent rain with a chance of thunderstorms in Dalmatia and heavier downpours on the southern coast. Central parts of the country will see the least amount of rain. There will be a moderate to strong southwesterly and southerly in the interior and on the northern Adriatic, with a moderate to strong southeasterly in Dalmatia. Morning lows of 6 to 11 degrees Celsius inland, 10 to 15 on the coast, will give way to highs of 14 to 19 degrees, 9 to 13 in mountainous regions and on the northern Adriatic. Turning to the 3-day forecast for the interior, Tuesday and Wednesday will see variable cloud cover with intermittent rain, especially in mountainous regions. Partly sunny and predominantly dry on Thursday. The coast will also see variable cloud cover with intermittent rain on Tuesday and Wednesday. The northern Adriatic will see more frequent rain. Predominantly dry on Thursday. There will be a southwesterly and southeasterly wind, which will gain in strength by Thursday. And that wraps up the news. Be sure to join us again tomorrow night.